Hey guys, it's Hadley here. You guys ready to do some science?
Yes, sir.
The supplies that we'll be using today are kosher salt, iodized salt, also known as regular table salt, brown sugar, sugar, a measuring cup, a spoon, and 4 empty glasses for my mixture. Room temperature water, and don't forget your safety goggles. Before we get started, I'll be having a special guest assisting me today. Please welcome Sid the Science Kid. Come on in, Sid.
Hey guys, my name's Sid the Science Kid. Let's get started.
Let's go over our agenda for the day. First, we will be asking a question. Second, we will be doing research. Next, we will be making a prediction. After that, we will make a plan and follow it. Observe. Lastly, I will record my results and make a conclusion. Now, let's get ready for our science
experiment. Let's go.
My question is, which solute will dissolve the quickest in room temperature water? I'll be testing 4 different solutes today. 2 kinds of sugars and 2 kinds of salts. I predict that the sugar will dissolve the fastest, then the kosher salt, then the regular teaspoon salt, and last but definitely not least, the brown sugar. Let's get cooking. So we've got a room temperature water here. The room temperature right now is about 70 degrees. Sid, if you could put it in the water. It's low 70s, so we're good on that. And now, we were going to be using the measuring cup, but then we realized that a regular cup had 150 milliliters on it too, so we're just going to pour it into there. There we go. Ready, set, go. Stop.
86 and 13.
As you can see, it took 13.86 hundredths of a second, almost 14 seconds, for the salt to dissolve in the water. Okay, solute number 2 coming at you. Kosher salt. Alright, Sid, on my mark. Ready? Set, go! Stop.
20 and 28
hundredths of a second. Now if you can see, for the kosher salt, the time was 20 and 28 hundredths of a second. And that tells us that it was slower than the regular teaspoon salt. Alright, we're on to solute number 3. Come on, Sid. This is sugar. Here, dip it in again. There you go. Alright, Sid, pour it in. Stop.
26 and 30.
30 hundredths of a second. As you can see, the sugar took 26 and 30 hundredths of a second, which, as I wrote down in my hypothesis, I thought that the sugar was going to be the fastest, but so far, no, it was the slowest. Alright, our last solute is the brown sugar. Let's see what it does. Ready, Sid?
Yep.
Set, go. Stop.
Ooh.
Whoa.
20 and 38.
Hundredths. So, the brown sugar was 20 and 38 hundredths. Now, sadly, the salt was the fastest with 13 and 86 hundredths. Let's talk conclusion. In our experiment, the regular salt, its time was 13 and 86 hundredths of a second. Our next slowest was the kosher salt, which was 20 and 28 hundredths of a second. Then we have brown sugar, which was 20 and 38 hundredths of a second. And last, the sugar, which was 26 and 30 hundredths of a second. If you guys remember from the beginning, my hypothesis was that the sugar would dissolve the fastest, then the kosher salt, then the regular teaspoon salt, and last the brown sugar. Boy, was I wrong! One more observation I had. The two salts dissolve the quickest, and the two sugars dissolve the slowest. Coincidence? I think not. I'm curious. If I were to do this whole experiment over again, would all of this be the same? I don't know. The curious thing about it is that the brown sugar and the kosher salt were only 10 hundredths of a second difference. And so they were almost identical. So maybe if I did it again, maybe they would be changed up. I don't know. I'd like to wrap up by thanking a few people. First of all, my amazing assistant, Sid the Science Kid. Well, folks, that just about wraps up my science project production. Hope you liked it. Signing off, Hadley S's and Sydney S's.